All right, second side. We're going to solve each one. Let's just knock these out quick. Here we go. Someone solve this left one for me. This is good review as we look towards Friday. All right? John, take it away. Subtract 3. Next line, Jalon, is?
4x is less than 80.
Good. Keep going. You're doing great.
Divide both sides by 4.
Excellent. Divide both sides by 4.
X is less than 92.
Okay. First part. Rewrite the word or, put a box around it for highlights. All right, other side. Someone else. Brittany, you got the floor.
Subtract 7 to the negative 2x is less than -6.
Okay.
And divide by -2, making it x is greater than 2.
X is what?
Greater than, because you switch it.
Okay, I'm going to put a little note out to the side. Switch the sign. This is an or statement. Do they have to cross? No. So whatever is graphed is our answer. Let's see what's graphed. -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Who feels they can graph this for me? TJ, can you? What's less than -2? Where do I graph that?
At the -2 to the left.
Okay. Do I fill in my dot?
Nope.
All right. What about the 3?
You will shade that to the right.
To the right? Do I fill in my dot? Okay. So graphically, that's my answer. Algebraically, that's my answer. You need to have the or word, Haley, in between your two inequalities, because it states either one. Because on the first lesson, we had the and word in between. And then that told us to rewrite it as one inequality. So you have to say or in between. That's a crucial piece to the solution. All right, moving down. Who can solve the first one? Someone who hasn't jumped in yet. Help me here. Ingrid, you feel okay doing this? Go ahead. Subtract 8, okay, and that gives you what? Nice and loud. -3x is greater than -6, okay? Keep going, you're doing fine. Divide by -3. Good. Did everyone else pick up that the sign just changed there? The sign went from greater than to less than. Kyle, you see that? Do you see why? What did she divide by? A negative. And so when you divide by a negative, notice the inequality changes right there. Okay, write the word or, put a box around it. All right, other half. Go ahead.
You add 4 to both sides.
All right, add 4.
And then you get 3x is less than or equal to 9.
You said less than. Isn't it greater than, though?
Sorry.
Okay.
And then you divide 3 by both sides.
Good, Emily.
And you get x is greater than or equal to 9.
All right, so we graph. I put down my 2. I put down my 3. What numbers are less than 2? Which way do I shade? To the left. I put down my 3. Which way do I shade? To the right. What are the only answers that are not part of the solution? The numbers that are what? In between 2 and 3. Is 3 part of the solution? Is 2? No. So the only answers that are not part of the answers are those numbers in between there. I guess technically my circle should not have touched, because there are some numbers that are definitely in between. So algebraically, this is your answer. You'd have to write both of those. Graphically, that's the answer. All right, so kind of a review and summary of the whole section, section 5, and versus or. When you have an inequality that's shaded in between, when have we seen an inequality that's just shaded in between? Is this going to be and or? Which one is this going to be? It's an and statement because it's where things do what? Where they cross. So how do I write this? Do you remember? First of all, what number is that representing? That's -2. So remember how to write this? The lower number goes on the left, the x goes in the middle, the upper number goes on the right. Now think with me. How does the numbers in the middle, this red x, how does that compare to 3? Is it greater than it or is it less than it? How does it compare to the 3? It's less than. Not only less than, it's less than and equal to. How does the x compare to the -2? Okay, it's greater than. So we read that backwards, and it's greater than the -2, or you read it the correct way. Notice, what are our two signs here? They're both what kind of signs? They're both less than signs. So with an and statement, you have less than signs. But with our or statements, could it be just about anything? Yeah. So the second part kind of wraps up the whole conjunction disjunction idea. So we have to make sure that we're understanding the difference between crossing and not crossing, and versus or, conjunction versus disjunction.